Welcome in today. So today we are, I'm just going to do some intuitive messages here. So if you happen to stumble across this, then probably one of these messages will be for you. Give me 1 second here to tune in and see what we got. Ooh. Believing things that have been damaging your reputation. And have been very chaotic. For sure, there have been beliefs that have been holding you down and holding you back from achieving the success that you are wanting. There is a very specific area, financial abundance, that you have been lacking, and there's confusion around this. You can't quite figure it out. Believing that there is lack is the creator of this problem, and it's really about believing that you're not deserving of the financial freedom I feel like that you once had. It's like something's been holding you back. So believing that you're not deserving, or that you're not good enough, and it's a problem for you believing that you're deserving and worthy and good enough, because you are always expecting like the shoe to drop, like the next thing to happen. Okay, and so in the past, wherever there was happiness, truly, there wasn't actually full happiness. And so you expected that to play out again here in your future, and it has been playing out. And there's been a lot of confusion going around in your head. Like, I'm seeing not even being able to sleep at night, lots of confusion, chaotic things happening. And this has been very detrimental. And there's this feeling of stuckness, and it's clouding your judgments. And there's a lot of resentment about your past. Relationships, people you've been involved with. There's a lot of anger and resentment, but truly underlying that is just a deep sadness that is present there, and a lot of frustration around it and surrounding your current and present circumstances, and surrounding your past. So, if you follow my channel and you follow my daily podcasts, then you would know that you have created this all through your believing in things that are simply not true, but that were true at one point, presented themselves as reality in your life at one point. And so you held on to them, and you expect them to play out again in the future, and again and again and again. And so they have, and they do. Have you been listening to my channel? Yes, you have. So you didn't just stumble across this. You're a regular listener. So when you started listening in, you were at about 15, 14, 13 even percent of heaven in your life. There was a lot of hell, like a lot of troubles in your life. And since listening, it's improved greatly. I see you're at 27, 28%, depending on the day, which might not seem like a lot, but you have been doing a lot of work just by listening. You're definitely understanding things more so than you were in the past. Okay, so just let me help you here. Okay, so I feel like this is a male. All Okay, so I just need to say some words to you. Okay. Listen, darling, it's gonna be okay. I wouldn't be saying this if this wasn't the truth. But what you've gone through in the past 2 to 3 months, I hear it's been horrible. It's going to get much better. At some point in the very near future, the confusion that has been clouding your judgment and your forward progression, your forward movements, will be alleviated. This will come through communication of some sort. I hear there won't be a dry eye in the place, in the house, in the place. Tell me more. There's no more to tell. Oh. Okay, sorry. I feel like I only got half of the story there. Okay, how can I help them? I did. Okay. I don't know what that means. If you were the first person getting this message here, let me know if you need to understand anything further. Okay, next person. Ooh. Chaos and destructive thinking has plagued your mind for several years. It all came from a traumatic incident that happened. Might have even been a car accident or something like this. But it was definitely an event. I'm hearing car accident. Trauma came from it. And since then, you've been ruminating about someone over something that happened. The cause of the event. And there's been a lot of guilt and shame and blame and anger and rage and frustration surrounding this. You have trapped yourself. It's like you're still there. It's like you haven't moved forward. It's like that day is still happening over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And so I'm here to tell you that destructive thinking, let it go now. It was, okay, it wasn't your fault, first of all. And secondly, I need you to understand that someone involved in this chaotic and destructive event it is obsessed with chaotic and destructive things. They manifested this event. And it took a life. And it made it seem as though it wasn't meant to be this way, like it was avoidable. It wasn't. It had to happen on that day, at that time, in that place, exactly as it did. Nobody is to blame, even if it was technically somebody's fault. It was made to. It would have been. It could have been worse. I know that might be hard to believe. It was made to be this way. Let me ask about the purposefulness in this. Okay, every single person involved is going through their own thing, and one of them, it might be you, it might not be you. It's completely changed their existence and their thoughts on life. Like they've already improved and become a much better person. I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's somebody else. It was needed. It was necessary. So one thing that you can do is thank the person who was essentially sacrificed during this event. But just thank them, because they're there. They're with you right now. They're right there, just standing next to you. And they're not sad. They are, they want you to be happy. They're upset about that. But they're not sad that they aren't here anymore. And they want you to know that you made it better for them since they have passed. They've been very happy, and they've been trying to reach you, but you haven't been picking up the clues. You've wondered, but you've been too doubtful of yourself. Like that, of course they wouldn't, send me anything, because I'm not deserving, or whatever, but you've truly desired contact or connection. You're getting that right now. And I'm seeing someone that's standing there, and they've really been there for you since it happened. Yes, they've left you for brief periods of time, but they've checked in with you daily, every day, since that event. Okay, sorry, that's the end of that. Next. Transcendence, transcending the human ego. You're wanting assistance with transcending the ego. You're gaining deeper levels of understanding. It's the deepest levels ever. Deepest levels of understanding about the ego, so that you can release it. It's like you want to flush it down the toilet and get rid of it. Okay, so this message is very important. It's coming up for a reason right now. The angels and guides, the guidance for you, you must see me now. The guidance for you. Clearly define what exactly you're wanting. Write it down. Be as specific as possible. Then when you have it written out, and I see that this is a very big, long list, very specific, very big, long list of what it is that you want to let go of, write it down. Then take it. I'm seeing you burying it in the ground, covering it up with dirt, sprinkling salt on the ground that is blessed. So just kind of blessing the salt, sprinkling it on the ground. So the note's under the ground, there's dirt, and then you're sprinkling the salt on top. And then I just see you being very uplifted and happy and just saying, thank you. Thank you. Okay. More on this. I see you screaming it out, the thankfulness, like you're either you don't care what your neighbors think or you don't have any, or you're out in the country somewhere, but just like excited thankfulness for letting it go. And even writing down deeper levels of understanding and clarity, writing that down and putting that in there, and then you're going to get it. That was a short one. Okay, anybody else? No one else? Okay, I guess we only had a few here today. This is short. Sorry if you didn't have any messages, then maybe this is for a friend or somebody else. But I love y'all, and I will see you guys on Monday in the podcast. You guys take care. Have a great day.